I think I've just found the pattern that predicts Bitcoin's next major low, and nobody's talking about this. For those new here, I've been trading Bitcoin since the start of 2014, and I teach thousands of traders at the London Trading Institute. Right now, everyone is confused. Are we in a bear market? Are we in a mid-cycle correction or a trap? So I went deep into the charts and found something that's surprisingly consistent. I'm going to show you exactly what that is. So this is the current Bitcoin price. It's now the 19th of November at 4:26 p.m. UK time. And you can see right now, this is a weekly chart, okay? Now, there's something interesting on this chart that I spotted that seems to be repeating exactly the last two pullbacks. And it's showing me essentially where the likely low is going to come in. Now, I don't just work off one thing. I want to find multiple things that are saying the same thing. The good news is that I've got 3 reasons that I believe I know exactly where the Bitcoin low is going to be, and I'm going to show you exactly where I'm going to be buying it. So let me show you something straight off the bat. So let's take this little correction here. I want to start with something simple. I want to measure the amount of waves. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what happens? Up. 5-wave correction. Let's have a look over here now. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up. Now, I want to show you something interesting here, because it's not just the fact that it's 5 waves. It's the way that this market reversed, okay? You can see here, the market made this low here, wave 3, and then went lower on wave 5, and then went up. And then it did exactly the same thing here, wave 3, low on wave 5, and then up. Now, I want to bring you to where we currently are. So, what are we currently doing? So here's wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, how do we know it's going to repeat? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're currently in the last wave. Okay, so why do I think this is going to go up? Well, at the moment, structure is completely intact. There has been no break of structure. This market is making higher highs and higher lows. Unless we take out this low here, around 72,000, this is still very much in an uptrend. Okay, so I want to start with saying those things. Now, let me show you where the magic is. Okay, I've shown you the 5 waves. Now, I want you to have a look at this. I want you to take the measuring tool here, and I want you to go to wave 2. This is wave 2. And I want you to pick the high and then the low. Let me just correct that a little bit. Hold on, let's do it again. Got to be accurate. So wave 2 corrects to the area around there. Can you see that? 32% right there. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing. Wave 2 all the way to there. Have a look at that. Pretty much 32% again. Now, watch this. 32% is right there. What level is that? That is around 86,000. Now, this area here is also a key demand area. You can see this consolidation bar before this market really took off. Right here, this zone is my Bitcoin buy zone. This here, I believe, is going to be the low, at least in the short to medium term. Now, I mentioned that there is another reason that I believe is showing that this market is ready to go up, and that is sentiment. Let me show you what is going on right now in sentiment. Now here, this is the crypto fear and greed index. Now, typically, this is a very common indicator that people use. When the market is fearful, you buy. When the market is greedy, you sell. Have a look here. We are at an extreme greed reading. Sorry, extreme fear reading. Last time we were sort of around these sort of levels. You can see here, this was 19 and 17. This is where we were on Bitcoin. And then we had this really huge rally. Right now, I believe we are getting ready for the same thing, for this to go higher. Now, there are some other things as well. It's not aligning perfectly, but I want to show you my Fibonacci as well. Let's bring it in. So what this is showing me right now is that this market right now is coming close to a Fibonacci D. This is the, let me show you, let me zoom out. This is an A, B, C, and this is the D, which basically is telling us that the market is likely to finish this cycle around this area here, okay? Around 88,000, okay? Now, you might be screaming at the charts and thinking, or screaming at the screen and thinking, well, hold on a minute, Andy, you said that your buy zone is, let's go back to it, between 87,000-ish down to about 83-ish, right? Yes, yes. However, let me just put 87,000 in. About there, okay, just under to about there. So this area here is the ideal buy zone. Now, I know that the Fibonacci right now is telling us that this is the cycle D. But the point is that markets are very, very volatile, and especially Bitcoin. So often what you'll see with these types of markets is the market will spike down. So but ideally what we want to do, so I'm short this at the moment, okay? Ideally, what I want it to do is I want it to hit my target, exit, and then I will be looking to buy into this zone here, okay? That's what I'm going to be looking to do. And, and then I'm going to be looking for this as a swing trade. Okay. I think we can go much, much higher up here. So that is essentially the reason why I believe that we are very, very close to a bottom to this current pullback. Okay, I think anywhere between 87 and 83 represents a really, really good buying opportunity. Now, I want to stress this is not financial advice. Please do not take a trade based on what I'm saying. This is for your own education. This is to help you make an informed decision. Crypto is very volatile and you can easily get liquidated if you go in with high leverage. So be careful, tread lightly, but this is what I believe is going to represent the best risk to reward area to enter Bitcoin long. As long as we are above 74,000, the structure remains bullish. So therefore, I'm going to continue to look for buys. And if there are opportunities to sell, then of course, I will also take advantage of those opportunities. That's it from me today. If you want me to analyze another chart, put it in the comments. Do you want me to look at Ethereum? Do you want me to look at Solana? Do you want me to look at one of your favorite alts? Stick it in the comments and I'll do a video for you as soon as I see which one is the most popular. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.